Fans couldn't believe their eyes when Lee Min-ho walked out of the anniversary celebration, alone. Cameras flashed, whispers filled the air, and questions exploded online. Where was Hye Kyo? Why did one of Korea's most loved couples seem so distant on the very night meant to celebrate their love? Tonight, we dive into the truth behind Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo's wedding anniversary, and what really happened when the lights went off. It had been exactly 1 year since the world stopped to celebrate their surprise wedding. Nobody saw it coming when two of Korea's biggest stars, Lee Min-ho, the heartthrob of millions, and Hye Kyo, the queen of timeless elegance, announced their marriage. The internet nearly broke that day. Fans around the world had waited eagerly for their first wedding anniversary, expecting glamour, romance, and heart-melting moments. But what unfolded shocked everyone. The night began beautifully. The couple arrived at the Grand Hotel ballroom, hand in hand, as reporters shouted questions and fans screamed their names. Hye Kyo looked stunning in an ivory gown that sparkled under the chandelier lights. Lee Min-ho, as always, looked effortlessly charismatic in a tailored suit. But just 1 hour into the celebration, things began to feel off. Attendees noticed whispers between the two. Their smiles seemed a little too forced. And then, suddenly, Hye Kyo disappeared from the hall. At first, many assumed she had gone backstage for a quick touch-up or a private moment. But minutes stretched into nearly an hour. Guests grew uneasy. Then came the shocker, Lee Min-ho reappeared, standing alone at the center of the ballroom, thanking fans and attendees, without his wife by his side. Cameras clicked wildly. Fans flooded social media. Was this a sign of trouble in paradise? To understand the weight of that night, let's rewind. Their love story had been the ultimate fairy tale. From chance encounters at industry events to quiet late-night dinners away from paparazzi, every detail made headlines. They were private, yes, but when they stood together, their chemistry was undeniable. Their wedding was not just about two people, it was a cultural moment, a celebration of hope, and proof that love can surprise us all. So how could their anniversary take such an unexpected turn? When Hye Kyo finally re-emerged, the room went silent. She walked back into the ballroom with calm grace, but her expression held something unspoken. She didn't rush to Lee Min-ho's side. Instead, she moved slowly, meeting his gaze across the room. For a split second, time froze. Was it anger? Sadness? Or something deeper? Fans watching from afar couldn't tell. But the tension was undeniable. Then came the shocking reveal. As the lights dimmed for the final speech, Hye Kyo took the microphone. Her voice, steady but emotional, broke the silence. Love is not about being perfect every day, but about choosing each other even when it's not easy. Gasps filled the room. Some feared she was hinting at trouble. But then, in a move nobody expected, she reached for Lee Min-ho's hand. The crowd erupted in applause. Lee Min-ho smiled, a real, unguarded smile, and pulled her close. Together, they raised their glasses and toasted to many more years. The tension melted, replaced by relief and celebration. But one thing was certain, this wasn't just a polished fairy tale moment. This was real. Their anniversary showed fans that even the most glamorous couples face challenges, but love can still win. So, what seemed like a night of scandal turned into a reminder that true love isn't always about perfection, it's about resilience. For Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo, their anniversary wasn't the end of a love story, it was the beginning of a deeper one. And fans? They'll never forget the night when silence spoke louder than words. As the cheers died down, the atmosphere shifted again. Guests leaned in, sensing there was more to be said. Hye Kyo's words weren't just poetic, they carried the weight of real struggles, whispered arguments, and the pressures of two massive careers colliding. Behind the glamour, insiders later revealed that the couple had faced weeks of tension leading up to the anniversary. Conflicting schedules, long film shoots, and the relentless scrutiny of the public had left little room for quiet moments together. And yet, on this stage, they chose to show unity. Not by pretending everything was perfect, but by admitting it wasn't, and still holding hands anyway. Then came the moment nobody saw coming. A large screen lit up behind them, playing never-before-seen footage of their wedding day. Private clips of them laughing, whispering, and holding each other with the kind of intimacy the cameras rarely captured. The audience gasped, then softened. This wasn't a show for the press. This was their reminder to each other, and to the world, that their love was real. Lee Min-ho leaned down and whispered something into Song Hye Kyo's ear. She laughed, a genuine, unguarded laugh that instantly melted away the night's earlier tension. But just when the night seemed complete, the couple made an announcement that sent fans into a frenzy. Instead of ending with a traditional toast, they revealed plans for something special, a charity foundation created in their names, focused on helping children pursue their dreams through education and the arts. The room erupted with thunderous applause. What started as a night of worry and whispers had transformed into a powerful statement, not only about their relationship but about their desire to give back to the world together. Within minutes, hashtags exploded across social media. Clips of their touching speeches trended worldwide. Fans cried, posted heartfelt messages, and some even admitted they had doubted the couple too quickly. "Tonight, they showed us what real love looks like," one fan wrote. Another tweeted, "Not just Korea's power couple, they're an inspiration for us all." It was clear, what began as a shocking, uncertain evening had turned into a defining moment of their marriage. As the night drew to a close, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo walked out of the ballroom, this time hand in hand, with no doubts lingering between them. The world outside still had questions, of course. They always would. But the couple had proven that love doesn't need to be perfect, it only needs to be true. Their anniversary was no fairy tale fantasy. It was raw, it was real, and that's why fans will never forget it. And perhaps, that's the most shocking part of all, because in a world where celebrity love often fades like flashbulbs, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo reminded everyone that some stories are strong enough to last. In the quiet after the celebration, some guests noticed the simplest yet most powerful moment of the entire night. Away from the cameras, as the ballroom emptied, Lee Min-ho gently placed his jacket over Song Hye Kyo's shoulders. She smiled softly, resting her head against him as they walked out together into the night. There were no flashing lights, no staged poses, just two people choosing love in its purest form. And perhaps that's why this anniversary will be remembered forever. Not because of the rumors. Not because of the tension. But because, in the end, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo reminded everyone watching that love isn't a performance. It's a promise. A promise they continue to keep, 1 year at a time.